Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Ultimate Sneaker Care Kit by DJ Khaled. I'm going to be doing one shoe. I'm going to be cleaning one shoe, which the shoe I chose for this video was my Air Force One. It has a few scuffs here and there, some black marks, some wear and tear over time. They're pretty much for the most part brand new. I just have to keep these white. It's like an obsession of mine is to have those as clean as possible. But I'm going to be reviewing this, giving my thoughts on it, things I think about it. I've had this for a couple months. I got this a couple months back in for Christmas, but I haven't had a chance to really open it yet. This was a perfect opportunity for me. Already from just looking at this, the front of the box, it's impressive. I love the design. One thing that really stood out to me about this product specifically was the fact that on the very back, they give you a very specific detail on each item that's provided in this kit, and it gives you a detailed description of what each thing does. And it really helps because when you're doing it, a lot of times you're not going to know what you're doing. And also what's really cool is the fact that I do have some of the items out, as you can see right here. I give you an example of the brush right here, and then the actual like cure thing that you use, like the actual shoe cleaner itself that you use to scrub it on with, like you put on the brush and then you scrub it with. It's pretty impressive what it comes in. And on each one of these items, it even tells you the caution, it tells you the steps, and it even tells you the ingredients in each one of these items. So here, as you can see out, I have the cloth. I just showed you the soap and the brush, but here's the cloth that you use to wipe it down once you're done scrubbing it. You have the pill here, which makes it smell amazing as the day you bought it. You just leave it in there. And here is the wipes. So this is basically for when you're on the run and you're out and you just don't have the time to be cleaning your shoe and with anything. You just take out one of these wipes. One of the sides are used for tougher spots, and then the other side, which is the softer side, is used to actually just get the lighter spots. They give you, which is pretty cool in my opinion, they give you some laces. Here's a throwdown pair is what I see them as. For this specific type of shoe, in my opinion, these would not look good. It's just my opinion, but you can use them on any shoe that you want of your choice. And here's the mark-on, and it can actually like restore the fresh look of the midsoles, and it can also like switch up the colors. And for the shoe type, there's only like 2 coats needed for this. So I will be doing this shoe right here. We'll be demonstrating how to clean it top to bottom. And as soon as I get prepped, we will just begin cleaning the shoe, and I will begin showing you the process that I use based on the instructions. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do, I'm going to take this. We're going to get it in the water. Make sure when you're doing this, the laces are put in so you're not getting them messed up and wet, stuff like that. Just be careful when you're taking this stuff off. Just get it in there good. A little bit there. Tissue and scuff is here. We'll do one shoe at a time here. You scrub the scuff that you have, or just around the entire shoe, wherever you have not so great, marks. If you would like, you can, if you run out, which I think might happen some other time. If you don't feel like you have enough on there, you can just do it again. Go ahead. This is if you don't think you have enough. You just go put it on there again. That, not too much. That's a good version right there. Yeah, that's good. So the first one, that's actually much better than the first time we did it. And for a perk, you can just, if you'd like to clean the bottoms, you can go ahead. Okay. Take the wipe like this. And kind of go like this with it. You know, there's some spots that'll be harder than others to get, but that's okay. You can use this cloth, but you're gonna get it filthy, so that's just part of it. But yeah, there's minor scuffs. Usually when my shoes get dirty, basically I would just take a rag with like soap and dish, soap or water or whatever, and I would just go over it and it would just spread. It wouldn't even clean it. But this was interesting because I haven't used it yet and I've always looked for something like this, and this was perfect. I don't know if you can see, but there's still like a mark right there. Bottoms, I don't even think cleaning it's worth it, but if you would like to, you can. But like, this thing is just bone white again. I'm already seeing improvements. If there's a spot right there, it's kind of tough to get certain spots, depends what they are. Spot right there that you just seen. Hold on. And sometimes they might be scuffs, so they might not come out. As you can see, the scuff isn't fully gone, but it's mostly that scuff. So that was the black marks that were here and here. They're gone. This does wonders. And I recommend, if you're a sneakerhead like me, or back in like when I was younger I was, the latest pair I got were these. This was the latest pair that I got. And they were brand new before I moved. But those were the latest pair I got. We'll move on to the next shoe. Remember, you can start scrubbing. And if you run out, that's okay. Dip it in the warm water again. Make sure when you scrub it, you can't use a lot of this on suede, and if you do happen to use this on some suede, just be careful with it, because you can do more damage than good. Depends on what you're doing though. So make sure to look for all the marks that you have around the outsoles. Then you just take this, and then you don't have to rinse it or nothing like that. This is made so you can just scrub it and then use this cloth to just wipe it off, and it looks like as if you just rinsed it with the hose. It's pretty impressive if you ask me, because most products just suck nowadays. They suck for like all of time. And for like sneaker people and stuff like that, people who collect sneakers and want to keep them nice. Me personally, a lot of the shoes that I got, I don't really wear out as far as like the forces, and it depends on what I'm doing that day. For school, I would just alternate on certain shoes. The shoes that you're looking at here are not my only pairs that I have. I have many others. I can probably do a separate video going through each shoe that I have and explaining like what it is, what year it is, how I got it. Just basically doing a review of my shoe collection that I have. Because believe it or not, I used to be a sneakerhead, as they call it. I'm still into it now, just not as much because I just haven't seen any really good looking shoes lately that I wanted to get. Probably those Easter ones. I think they're Retro 5s. They're called Easters or something like that. So as you can see, you can see it really well, but bone white again. Just bone white. Any scuffs that were there was some like along here, back here. See, there's even right there. So sometimes you just look over what you did. None of these shoes, for some people it might work, but for me, basketball wise, these shoes like the Retro 5s, they'll work for some people. Even the snakeskins, a lot of people wear those to hoop in. Because of my ankle problems, that doesn't work for me. Kyries aren't, that's what I use currently, but they're not even sometimes that good because of my ankle problems. I don't even know how people wear low tops, because you can just get injured pretty easily. I think shorter guys can get away with it a lot better, but it doesn't seem that way. If you're a big dude, no, not at all. I guess it just depends on what works for you, really. That's pretty amazing, to be honest. And then there's another one. There's another like scuff right here, so I gotta get that. You're not gonna get them perfect, especially if you've had them for a bit, whatever. Just be careful. I'm telling you here first, be careful with suede, because it's a very sensitive material, and if you scrub it too hard, you're gonna ruin it. Air Forces are made out of that, which are my favorite shoe to like go out in like on any given day. Forces will always be my go-to. Always gotta have a pair with me that are fresh white, just popping bone white. So basically, I just took both of these shoes. They had minor scuffs on them here and there. They were kind of a little worn. Not much, because the creases aren't that bad, but for the overall most part, they're bone white, just as if I just bought them brand new. That's pretty amazing for a cleaning kit, to be honest with you, because most of them suck, like I said before. That's the right shoe. There is the left shoe. Bone white. I mean, the bottoms are messed up, but that's what usually happens when you have shoes. You know what I mean? They just get dirty. There's not much you can do about it. So there's that. There's one shoe. So I'm going to give my review on what I think of the kit. So the review that I'm going to give this cleaning kit, which is the Sneaker Care Kit by DJ Khaled, is going to be a 10 out of 10. I'm going to rate it a 10 out of 10 because of just the amazing job that it did with the shoe that I used. It is the whitest shoe I have, and it made it look just completely amazing, like I just bought it, as you can see here. I mean, you guys tell me. To me, it looks amazing. It looks like I just bought this today, and I'm very impressed. Things that I think that they did very well on this, that just made it like one of the best sneaker care products that I've ever bought, is the fact that they provide you details on all of the items on the back, such as shown here. So here's the front, and then here's the back, where it tells you everything that you need to know. Even gives you the steps on the back of the box itself. And it's pretty impressive that, again, they give you things like this, which are the wipes for when you're away and you can't really clean them when you're out on a vacation or whatever you may be doing. You use the wipes, does the job right there. And the fact that they give you extra things like the laces, the pill, like this to put in the shoe. And one thing I did not mention in the beginning is once you finish scrubbing the shoe, once you finish actually scrubbing it and getting it done, you gotta let it sit for 12 hours to dry. And that goes for any shoe. If you do it on 5 different pairs of shoes, you're gonna have to let those 5 sit for 12 hours to let them dry. And then you'll get the full result of how clean it actually got in that 12 hours. But very impressed. The next video I make, or for future videos, I'm thinking it's going to be the next video where I'm going to review all of my shoes, my shoe collection basically, every shoe that I got, give you like the year, when it was made, why I got it, things of that nature. I was pretty excited to use this. It was a great experience, honestly. It looks like from just me using it once, this could last, if you really needed to clean shoes, this could last you like about a good, I'd say, like if you were hardcore cleaning the shoes, like every day, it would last maybe a month. But if you're occasionally like me, just see scuffs if it's pretty bad and you don't want it to get worse, it'll last you like years to come. I mean, really, they provide quite a bit in here, and especially with the wipes, that's just like an add-on. So thank you guys for watching. I rate this a 10 out of 10. I recommend it to anyone who wants to keep their shoes nice and is a sneakerhead and likes this type of thing. In my next video, like I said, I'm pretty much probably going to do a shoe review that I have of all the shoes, because I've displayed some that you've seen in the beginning. I did the Air Force One. Basically, the reason only the Air Force One is because the same rule applies to any shoe that you clean, with the exception of suede, because none of shoes I have are suede. But I'm very used to the material because I've had suede in the past, and it can get pretty bad pretty quick if you're not careful. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.